All right, what's up, guys? This is the first episode of Talkin and Truckin. I'm here with my co-host Noah, and this podcast is basically just me and him playing American Truck Simulator. I got it up right now, as you can see, and it's just gonna be the two of us picking destinations, driving around, talking about really stupid stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get these out pretty frequently, maybe once a week or something like that. Yeah, so just stick around. It should be fun. So, you want to introduce yourself?
No,
What do you mean, no? You can't just not introduce yourself. That's crazy.
I don't need to introduce. Hi, I'm
Whatever.
Noah. I'm the co-host of this podcast.
He has a YouTube channel of his own, as I'm sure.
Yeah, you should go watch my silly animations.
Yeah, you should. They're actually really good. So, but before we get started on talking about anything, let's pick our destination first. So, here we go. Here's the menu. So, let's just take a quick job for now because they're easy.
Your avatar looks like someone who would tell me the secrets.
Okay,
of the
don't
universe.
look at my avatar. This is just my little guy. I've played a little bit. I'm level 9, which is pretty low.
He is
in this
not
game.
someone who would be shipping.
Yes, he would.
containers
You were telling me
to
that guy would not ship containers. Come on,
Dude, no, that man has a much more sophisticated job. He's like
dude.
one of the.
No,
He looks like he would be one of the 4 elders of
no,
One Piece.
no. He
Or 5
doesn't.
elders.
5 elders of one. Get out of here.
Dude,
Whitebeard. He's literally
hold on.
Whitebeard.
No, he's not white. Hold on, one second. I think it's Saint Saturn.
Here we are in Denver.
Here, this is what your guy looks like. You can edit it in post
Yeah,
processing.
I will. He does not look like that. You're so mean. You're actually cruel.
He looks just like that guy.
Whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, we've got a big. What is that on the back?
It's like an oil tank or something.
Let's get moving. Uh-oh. No, physics is my friend. Okay. So yeah, now that we're on the road, let's get talking. So, I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about was you have an animation coming out that I get to voice act in, which is fun.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to talk about the process of what that was to make?
No.
What do you mean no? You spent like
No.
months on it. What do you mean no?
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't really know how to talk about it too much without diving too deep into spoilers. I'm not sure when this is gonna come out. Probably never, honestly. I'm kidding. Cut that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to dive into the process too much without diving into spoilers.
No,
Why are
you don't
just
gotta dive into like the
Why are you-
details.
driving in circles?
I missed the entrance. Okay, chill. But
Yeah, so basically there's this one scene that required a lot of work. And like a lot of work. And so I began with that scene. I've never really done a scene like it, so to get all the character movements down and stuff, I started with like stick figure animation, then I went into sketched line art, and then I went into final line art and coloring.
yeah. You showed me some of that, dude. I still don't know how the hell you actually animate it. Just
Yeah,
genuinely blows my mind.
I'm gonna upload a kind of behind the scenes for that after
Okay, that's
the
cool.
video goes up. I'm gonna try and compile it all together and stuff, so that everyone can see. But that for a minute and about a minute 48 seconds or something of the animation that took about 25 hours to animate on my own. But that was also mostly just because I was doing so much.
Yeah, you did it all on. So you didn't have any like extra help at all.
No, that was all me, yeah. And like I didn't look up any, tutorials or anything, because my one rule with my animations is that I self-teach myself everything. So like
Everything.
I still look at like I can look at like references and stuff to kind of figure out how one would do that. You did not just get.
What do you mean? I
Cut
didn't do
off a
anything.
police officer.
No, no.
Yes. Um. Yeah. Like I'll occasionally look at references for things, but for the most part, I've been just teaching myself how to do everything.
Dang.
Yeah.
How long? And you've been doing it for, God, how many years has it been?
Over 5 years, I think.
5 years, dude. That's crazy. Can you believe 5 years have passed?
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I made my first animation on Father's Day, 2018, 2019.
Dang.
I think it was.
Yeah, I remember I was on a road trip going up to Michigan at the time, and I saw a video came up on my feed, and it was just you. And at the time, all you were posting was just like gaming content, right?
Yeah.
And
Like my channel at the time was full of gaming.
Pretty sure it was just Brawl Stars, which was very funny.
That really stupid mobile games.
But I just remember seeing that, and I was like, "This is interesting," because I'd never seen you like upload. None of us at the time, because we had a bunch of friends who were making YouTube channels, had actually like tried to do something different. Everybody was just doing like the gaming content and whatever like way they could possible, including myself. I mean, you can see my old videos on my channel. I was just doing like garbage Fortnite content.
You can't see mine. I deleted all my old gaming videos.
Did you actually delete everything?
I didn't really think at the time of like privating videos or whatever, to because you should never delete your work.
Yeah.
But I think that was probably worth deleting. I never want to see that stuff again. But yeah, so I was just kind of like, it's Father's Day. I completely forgot to buy my dad a gift.
Wait, so you made it as a Father's Day gift?
Yeah, that was dedicated to my
dude.
Dedicated in quotes, but that was
okay. That's cool. That's sweet. I didn't know that. Because I just remember, I just remember like being in the car, bored out of my mind, and I just remember seeing a video came up, and it was from you, and I was like, oh, he posted another like Brawl Stars video or something, and I went to go check, and was it the soccer camp video that was first, or was it the
it was the soccer camp?
Yeah, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh, that's new, that's interesting, and upon watching it through, it was just like really refreshing to see that.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I don't really know why I did that, honestly. Like I could have done, something else, like drawn a picture or something, but I was just kind of like, you know what? I bet I could figure this thing out.
Did you have any like outside inspiration from like other content channels? Because I mean, everybody takes inspiration from like.
Yeah. No, I definitely had a lot of inspiration from other animation YouTubers, like Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animations.
Oh, okay.
Because I'd actually started watching them the year before, and I was like, man, this is really cool stuff. And then I was like, I kind of want to try it out. Obviously, my stuff back then was not nearly up to par. I was animating by drawing pictures on my iPod Touch with a stylus pen that I had bought.
Oh, that's right.
And then compiling the pictures into iMovie, and I couldn't actually animate there because iMovie like doesn't let you do seveure frames per second. I guess it kind of does, but you can.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, the shortest you can make a picture length or a video length on a iPod Touch iMovie is 0.3 seconds, I believe it was. So I wasn't able to do anything remotely smooth.
What are we going through the Rockies here. Sorry, keep talking.
Yeah, no, I love the Rockies, dude. I love Colorado. Yeah, so I think the first time I actually tried to do some sort of smooth animation was my third animation. So after I created that first one, I started a second one, which I uploaded only a couple of days later.
Which one was that?
That was a sequel to the soccer camp one. So that was kind of expanding on like the team that I was
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
assigned
That's right.
to, um, and talking about my thoughts and experiences with them. I didn't go really in depth because, I was recording through iMovie.
Yeah.
I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have a script that I wrote and pulled up. Um, and at the time it wasn't really a problem. I was just kind of rambling on about what my mind was thinking. Um, it
Yeah.
only really became a problem with my third video.
Yeah. When did you like decide to like go ahead and make the change off of like story content and like telling like about what was happening in your life?
Uh, I'm not sure. I haven't. I don't really think that I have fully made the change off of it. Like I'd still be, up to making a video about like, um, I don't know, something about middle school or something, and just ranting about that. But I
Yeah,
think
we've got a
that
lot of middle school stories.
yeah, man, yeah,
Good lord.
and yeah, I'd like to get those out there. But I think I can't remember. I have to look at my channel. I believe that I first began doing non-storytime animation videos. Okay, I guess it was when I made my sleep thoughts animation.
Hmm.
So that was my first few videos, right, were all with my duck avatar, um, with like the green jacket and everything. And then after I made the switch over to the human avatar, my first video with that was my sleep thoughts video, which is more of just kind of a shower thoughts video, just like in bed instead. I don't
Yeah.
really know. But that was also about the time that I switched, I switched how I animated. So up to that point with like the duck avatars and everything, I still did the pictures into iMovie.
You did that with
But
every video that has the duck in it?
I believe so, yeah.
Dang.
But then when I switched over to my human avatar, I began using Blender 2D animation.
Mm-hmm.
And I will admit I had a little help figuring that one out for my dad because he initially started playing around with that, and let me know about that.
Do you think you're ever going
And
to switch off of Blender, or do you like Blender?
I imagine when I go to college, I'll have to switch off Blender just because apparently people at that college hate Blender.
Hmm.
I'm going to college for animation, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't say where. Don't dox yourself.
Yeah.
But that is very cool that you are literally going for. Did you see yourself like as I'm going way too fast down this? Holy. Did you see yourself like back in 8th grade? Did you see going to an animation
it wasn't even
school?
8th grade. It was 7th grade.
Was it 7th? God, that's so long ago.
So Father's Day, or I guess it was summer in between 7th and 8th.
Oh, okay. But I mean, even still, right? Like, did you see yourself back then
No,
deciding to
absolutely.
go to school specifically for animation?
No, absolutely not. That was like, I had no idea that making a little Father's Day gift like that would turn into me actually going to college for animation.
Dang. But I mean, like, that's
Um,
also like the little things, right? Like,
Yeah. Uh, yeah. You never know how something so small can make a big impact, such a big impact in your
I mean,
life.
yeah. And then you settled on the duck because that was your favorite animal, right?
Yeah. That was my favorite animal. I kind of, made a little wacky duck avatar thing, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. But then after a while, as I began to get more into animation, I realized how difficult the duck avatar was to animate because I couldn't really face forward without it looking strange, the way they had designed it.
All right, jumping back.
Where were we?
I think we were talking about your YouTube channel,
right.
but I also want to like shift a little bit to the current time of the year, right? It's Christmas. So this is a long-running debate amongst me, my family, a lot of friends too, including
you. Should not celebrate Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
When like middle of November, but it's not Thanksgiving yet. Is it okay to celebrate Christmas? I think
no, it's
yes.
not. You gotta give Thanksgiving a chance to like be there.
I think it's so merged, right? They're so merged that at this point.
Well, yeah, because society has created them.
You did not pull the society card, man.
Yeah, society has put them in a position to where they have merged them together. They are two completely separate holidays. One is about the birth of Jesus Christ, and the other is about being. I just lost my train of thought. The other is about being thankful for people and also celebrating the peace between pilgrims and Native Americans.
The peace between pilgrims and Native Americans is kind of a like. I wouldn't say it's that. I don't want to get political, but like.
Okay, but like it's
historically speaking.
It's about being thankful for what you have.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Thanksgiving is being thankful about what you have, and then Christmas is being thankful about what you get.
Sure.
Right, they're two separate things. Society has merged them together, and it, in turn, has basically pushed Thanksgiving off to the side, and kept it from properly emerging into the world before Christmas does.
Okay.
Like the second Halloween is over, right? Shops start their like Christmas sales and stuff, and like Christmas themed, products, and then Thanksgiving is just over here, just kind of like, what?
But you can't deny, Christmas music goes very hard.
I mean, it does, but at the same time, right? You gotta let Thanksgiving do its thing.
I don't know.
After Thanksgiving, I believe it's totally fine. Like, I'm not gonna argue that you should at least celebrate the holiday, or you should at least like give it a moment to breathe or something for a day or two after it. But you should not be rushing Christmas into existence.
Okay.
Mariah Carey should not be thawing that fast.
I don't know. Christmas is just like such a like joyous time of the year, I feel like.
And I totally agree.
At least for me. Again, this varies from person to person.
Yeah, and I totally agree. But like you got to take a moment and be thankful for what you have, and also eat some really good cranberry sauce.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, all right. I guess. I don't know. I still like playing Christmas music early. It gets me in the spirit, in the mood for the holidays, which I like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a little too early. That's all.
Are you excited for Christmas this year? I know I am.
I am. Yeah.
I'm very hyped.
For the third year in a row, I have no idea what I'm gonna ask people for.
I have no idea what I'm gonna get people, man. Well, I guess nobody's giving me any ideas, but I'm terrible with gifts, right? Because I don't know what to tell. Like, I have no idea what to tell people. Like, when they ask, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, I have no idea. And then when people are like, and then when I ask people what they want for Christmas, and they tell me they have no idea, I'm like, well, crap. I don't know what to get you, man, and I feel really bad about it. This might just be me being a terrible person. But I like to think it's because
something I would, absolutely love is the Venator class Republican attack cruiser.
I'm not getting you a $350 Lego set.
Item number 75367.
You know the item number?
For $649.99.
You know the item number.
5,374 pieces.
No. Let's stop. You know the item number.
a height of 13 inches, a width of 22 inches, and a depth of 43 inches.
That is ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would, God, that would be so fun to build. Could you imagine sitting down and building that? Oh,
I know, right?
It would take you like days.
My back would never forgive me, dude.
Well, no.
Sitting on the floor and building that thing for hours on end.
But see, that would be fun though. And
That
then
would
you
be, it would be a
drop
lot. Don't even. It would be more painful than dropping the Death Star, dude.
You know, I used to ask for the Death Star all the time. I used to like straight up tell my parents like, because I like most kids, I used to believe in Santa for a bit, and as long so I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to anybody watching this podcast. What I mean is,
Age restrict this video, please.
when Santa used to visit my house, I would always ask. I mean, I remember writing like a full like letter, like a page letter, and I don't think I've put that much effort into school since then. But that's a joke. That's a joke.
I'm gonna start using ChatGPT to write my letters to Santa.
Don't do that. Do not. I do not endorse using ChatGPT to write any sort of business or school or anything. So don't listen to him. What I meant to say was I wrote a whole letter to Santa explaining why the Death Star would be the perfect gift, and I just remember like, because it was my grandma that took me, and she went with me all the way to the post office, and I put it in the little like mailing box, and I just remember being like, dang, that's really gonna go see Santa in the North Pole.
Yeah, I remember my street about a year or two before I realized he wasn't real. Is that or a year or two before I realized he wasn't real? Like just off of my street, someone put up a letters to Santa mailbox.
That's wholesome.
Where everyone in near it would just
Put
drive
letters to
over
Santa.
something and put, yeah.
Please tell me it did not get broken into.
I don't think those letters ever made it to Santa.
Don't tell me it got broken into.
I have no idea if it got broken into.
I know one thing that did get broken into though.
Yeah, we don't need to. We could talk about that next. But first,
Right,
I would like to pose a question.
All right, sure.
What's
listening.
your story? How did you find out that Santa wasn't real?
How did I find out?
Yeah. What's your story behind that?
Mine's really boring, right? So I was kind of like annoying as a kid a little bit. Well, I feel like we all were. But I kind of knew that Santa wasn't real from like, I was probably like 7, 6. I was young, because I was thinking logically, right? If there's no way a fat man, magical reindeer, sleigh, all that, is flying around the world in like 10 hours and making it down my chimney or into my house at all to deliver me a gift. And for me, when I realized that, I wasn't gonna tell my parents like, I wasn't just gonna go and tell my parents like, yeah, I don't think Santa's real, because I was like, I wanted to still get gifts. I'm not gonna lie. So my trick was what the heck just happened to that truck?
What happened? That truck got disintegrated.
Wow, that. Okay. But anyways, as I was saying, so I knew that Santa was not real from like when I was like 6 or something, but I played along for probably a couple of years until I outright they asked me and I just said, no, I know he's not real. And then after that, I remember I have a bunch of younger cousins, like literally all of my cousins are younger than me. So whenever we hang out at the holidays, I don't want to ruin the fun for them because I don't think most of them know. And I wanted to make sure that, like, I don't want to ruin the fun for them. So I still keep up. I keep the magic going, is what my parents say. And I just try and keep Christmas fun. So even though I know Santa's not real, I don't go around being that guy who's like, did you know Santa's not actually real?
You know.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew from a very young age, just because like I deduced by like, there's no way a giant man is coming and sneaking in my house. There's no way that's happening. How did you find out though?
Yeah. So, let's see. So when I was like a lot younger, I kind of just like, because someone in my kindergarten class had told me that Santa wasn't real, I went home and I was like, Santa isn't real. And my brother was like, yeah. And my mom was like, well, if you don't believe in him, he's not going to give you gifts. And then we immediately backtracked on that statement.
Fastest backpedal in history.
But I think it was when I was like 13 or something.
Dang, really?
I'd begun suspecting that my parents were up to some tomfoolery.
Did your parents gaslight you that hard into thinking that they
No,
made you
yeah,
believe in Santa for 13 years?
Yeah, it was a while.
That's some top tier gaslighting, man. That's impressive.
Well, they didn't really try to, like, they didn't do something
I'm just messing with you.
Exponential, right? It was more just like, you know, I just didn't think about it too hard.
You're just like, okay, and then you just kept moving on with your life.
Yeah.
Yep.
But one year I was like, my parents are up to some tomfoolerish activities. So I was like, next time they ask us what we want for Christmas from Santa, I'm gonna ask, why do you want to know? And then I did that, and I don't remember getting a response.
Ooh.
But then, later that season, later that dinner, I was thinking about it, and then after dinner, I went up to my mom and dad after my brother and sister had gone upstairs to.
Okay, because you didn't want to kill it for them.
Yeah, and I was like, tell me the truth. Is he real or not? And they told me.
Yeah,
and then
like at that point, you're 13. I mean, they might as well tell the truth. There's no reason to keep it going past that.
Yeah, I cried though. That was a sad night.
I know you. Now, I don't want to call you out, but I know that you believed in the Tooth Fairy for a long, long time.
No, I believed in the Tooth Fairy and like Easter Bunny and all that tomfoolery stuff for like a week after I found out, and then I was like, wait.
No, I was just saying like you believed in like the Tooth Fairy and stuff like as long as like Santa, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most people I know, like when they found.
Yeah. No, I kind of only put 2 and 2 together like a week after. I was like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute, something ain't right.
Dang, that is very funny to me that your parents. I did not know that your parents like actually just told you, well, if you don't believe in Santa, the gifts aren't gonna come, and you were just like, wait, hold up, no, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, no, but the reason I started suspecting something was up was because of my favorite comic strip, Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh.
There were several that to my young mind I didn't think too much of, but then like after thinking about them for a while, I was like, wait, they're saying that it's the parents.
Dang, Calvin and Hobbes actually cooked your parents.
No, yeah, like when they asked me like, how did you find out, I was like, Calvin and Hobbes mostly.
Were they the ones that got you Calvin and Hobbes books?
Yeah.
So they did it to themselves, man.
Dude, I have no, it was about time that I knew, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
But
13 is crazy.
Yeah, I have the full collection of Calvin and Hobbes, all 10 years that Bill Watterson did that comic.
Dang.
I have in a four book collection.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the only book collection that I like actually have in my room actively is the Harry Potter book collection, and that's only because I was a huge nerd. And I actually remember coming to visit you one summer. And this was the summer that you and I were both reading Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember being, because you were a jerk. You would spoil the hell out of every book.
Well,
that
because
you, beat
you
me
spoiled
to.
the hell out of like every movie that I didn't get to
Exactly.
see.
So it
opening
was
weekend.
a mutual relationship. But
was
I
a
knew for a fact. So I hadn't finished.
It was a mutual jerking.
I hadn't finished the Deathly Hallows because I was slacking off on my reading for that summer. And this was summer of going into 5th grade. And I remember you being like, we were on the phone for some reason with our like parents because I was coming to visit you, and you said, yeah, I finished Deathly Hallows. And I knew for a fact the moment I pulled up to your house, the end of the book was getting spoiled for me, and I was going to get rolled. I mean, I just knew it was coming. There was no saving me at all. So in that
I'm pretty
moment,
sure I told you that Dobby died over the phone.
yeah,
too.
the literal first thing you said to me when I walked up was, you just like said it in my face. I think you were like laughing, and you were just like, Dobby died, and I was like, I already knew that. So the story behind that, I don't know if I've told you this, was I was in the car driving through the Rocky Mountains, and I was almost done with the book, very close to being done. But as you know, the roads in the Rocky Mountains, they're not very straight. They're very curvy, they're very windy. And the elevation change is ridiculous. So as my mom is stressfully driving through the Rocky Mountains, I am speed running through this book. I mean, I don't think I've read a book faster in my life. But let me tell you, the toll it took on my body. I get carsick really easily when I read, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
no, and
ridiculously easy.
The road through the Rocky Mountains to where we were staying together, it's a brutal
bad.
pass.
It's bad. And I was reading the entire way through that, and I wasn't even really absorbing what was happening in the book. I was just like getting the major details of the plot because I knew I needed to finish it or you would spoil everything. So I'm reading, and every like 10 minutes I'm putting the book down for a minute and just closing my eyes for a couple seconds, just like drinking some water. I was never more stressed in my life. I mean, I've taken exams that I genuinely have not studied for at all, and I knew I was going into that exam to fail. And I was more stressed reading the Deathly Hallows through the Rocky Mountains. I mean, I was so sick, dude, when I pulled up to your house. I'm shocked I didn't throw up. I'm shocked. I mean,
yeah, I do remember you being quite carsick.
and then I cannot believe the first thing you said to me. Not even hi. You literally did not even say like, hey Bass, how's it going? You literally just went like, Dobby died. Like, you ran up to me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was very funny though. Has there ever been like a moment where you were that stressed?
The SAT.
The SAT? Really?
Yeah, because the SAT, when we took the SAT, was on my birthday.
Oh, that's right.
And like I really wanted to do well on the SAT. I'd been studying for literally every single day for a month, 2 months, 3 months.
Dang.
In preparation for this thing. Like I don't think I've ever been so close to throwing up because of stress in my life than I was with the SAT. Like that was the kicker for me.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, the SAT, I was like, I think I studied for, and this is gonna make me sound like a huge jackass. I studied for, I think, tops a week.
I believe it.
And it was only for the math section, because the math is just generally my like struggle in life.
Yeah, I was studying the English section more because I was struggling with that.
Yeah, I remember being very stressed going into the math section, but again, I think we got to really, we're going very off topic here, but into the SAT. I remember the SAT being like the math section was really easy that year, or when we took it.
I think it's supposed to be or something. Yeah, I still got a higher English score than math though because by 10 points because I had I on the like Khan Academy SAT stuff, SAT
Yeah, yeah.
practice. I perfected every single English one that there was.
Dang.
That's how
You
much I
really went
studied.
that hard.
Yeah, but
Wow.
not only like the like grammar stuff, but also like the reading stuff. Like I read through
Damn.
all of those passages to mastery.
Damn. That's impressive, man.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I did not take it very seriously. But oh yeah, what are your plans for Christmas? Do you have any plans? This is super like off topic, but I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about the SAT anymore.
Yeah, I'm going up to my grandparents' headlight usage offense.
Whoa, whoa. Can we go back to the okay, you're going up to your grandparents? That's nice.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we're going up to grandparents and then we're gonna head to uh Colorado and ski.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited for skiing. Shit. Excited for skiing.
You're a good
Oh,
skier.
yeah, I love skiing.
That's how did you get so good at ski? I mean, I know you just like went to.
I
What do you
that,
mean? That guy turned into me. Audio listeners, if you're listening, this guy just rammed into the back of my trailer and cost me like $1,000. Whatever. Okay.
coming from an eyewitness account, it was him who rammed into the other guy.
Okay. Whatever.
Um, yeah, I don't know. We just went every year, and we skied for several days, both during winter break and spring break.
Dang.
And I just challenged myself a lot with like blacks and double blacks.
I really want to get into snowboarding, and I know.
Snowboarding's hard to learn, but easy to, I guess, master. Like once you've
Once you
learned
got the
it,
basics.
yeah, it's the opposite of skiing, right? Skiing is super easy to learn, but super difficult to like master and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas snowboarding is easy, or sorry, difficult to learn, but easy to just continue after.
Yeah, I remember going to my dad a couple years ago, right before COVID started. We went on a skiing trip or winter sports trip, I guess.
Hmm.
And I remember he was like, because I was begging him to try snowboarding because I really wanted to. And he was like, if we had like a couple more days, he would have actually probably let us, or he would have let me. But he just didn't want me falling on my butt for like
Yeah,
a week straight. Or
and
well, I guess we weren't there a week, but
I would recommend taking a like a lesson too.
yeah, I ended up taking a ski lesson instead of a snowboard lesson, but
Hmm.
because he
Yeah,
wanted me to
but
actually be able to go down a slope at the end of the day instead of just like falling on my butt for hours. Oh, I should probably find a gas station. I missed the exit. Oh no. Oh, we're about to run out of fuel.
yeah, I
Uh-oh.
um yeah, my family, I think it was last year or 2 years ago. No, it was last year, yeah. We took a family snowboarding lesson, so I kind
Mm-hmm.
of learned the basics of snowboarding. It's
Dang.
a it's difficult to get down, but once you've
Because you
got it
just
down,
fall on your
it's really
butt every like 5 seconds.
you either do a Michael Jackson and you like fall flat on your face, or you just fall on your butt.
You do a what?
A Michael, like when he's like the what is it? I think it's Smooth Criminal or something. When he's like leaning forward with all
Oh,
the
yeah. That is so that I've never heard someone call face
yeah, no,
planting
I
Michael
like
Jacksoning. Oh my
it,
god.
th- that was my our instructor called it that.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was funny. I've been using it since. You did not get your trailer stuck on the barrier. You're
This
creating
is
so much
awful.
traffic.
Oh, I just hit someone. No, no, no. This sucks. I can't see anything. What's going on? Oh, nah. Who put that turn there? I am not hitting that guy. Genuinely.
Oh, nah. Who put that barrier there?
Who put that curb there? Can you? No, 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 no. This is not going well. I'm so stuck. I'm so stuck.
So,
Ah!
when you get out of this pickle, I've got
Wait!
another... something I kind of figured out today. A little thing I've been thinking about.
No, 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 no.
Let me offer you some food for thought, Dr. King.
Okay. I'm off the road. I'm off the road. Oh my god! I just lost $3,000. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad.
You're gonna run out of fuel.
No. How far does this go? Oh no! No! Uh-oh. I've got to get off the highway.
It's so... you can't!
Okay, if you guys are only listening via audio, I have no miles left in the tank, and I just got rerouted to drive probably 400 miles.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, quite a few miles.
No, not tonight, Willa. If you want to make some, you can. Alright, now that I'm back from that edit. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little bit of... What do you mean it's not... Okay, a truck can't go through that? Whatever. Alright, anyways, what were you saying? What's the food for thought?
I thought this interesting discovery today. Oh god, you got a line piling up behind you, dude.
No.
Look at your rearview mirror. So I feel like we as a society, or I guess we'll start at the beginning. So the end, I believe, was originally intended to be the end points at which something is.
What are you saying?
In the example of what I was thinking of originally, the end of a terminal, right? I feel like initially, like the intention behind that word would be like the final wall of that terminal. The end of that terminal is the very end points at which you can reach that terminal.
Sure.
But we as a society have decided to add the word very in front of it. So
what?
The very end. Right. So now by doing that, we have generalized the area that is around the final point at which something is to be the end, and then that final point is now the very end.
You're literally making no sense.
So like by adding the word very in front of the end, we've turned that end point, the final wall of that terminal, to be the very end. But then that, like, maybe the gates, that area near that wall to be the end. That gate or that, like, a restaurant or something, right?
Uh-huh. Just keep talking. Ignore what I'm doing.
No, I'd like to... I want to see this.
Whoa!
Impressive.
So, anyways, keep talking. Audio listeners, I just cut across the highway. Do not... And video watchers, do not ever do that. Ever, by the way. Just to
You should do that. Anyone
Do
trying
not.
to get their license,
No, no,
you
no,
should do
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Anyways, keep talking. I don't know what your
driving
philosophical rant is here.
So basically, as a society, we have ruined the words that end by adding the word "very" to it. By adding the word "very" to it, we have changed the definition of the end. Now, no longer is the end the final endpoint at which things are. The very end is that. The end is just the general area around that.
What if I just say the very end? The very, very end.
Well, see, that's the problem, is there is no very, very end. Because if the very end is that final endpoint, and the end is that area around it, there's no final endpoint of the final endpoint.
I genuinely want what you're on. I don't know what...
I feel like you're on something harder based on the way you're driving.
Look, I don't know what you're saying, genuinely.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my episodely philosophical discussion.
This will not become a common thing.
This will be every single episode this will happen.
No, I do not. What did you even say in that? Genuinely. Actually, let me try and simplify what you said.
By adding the word "very" to the end,
we
have ruined the initial meaning, the initial intention of the words "the end."
So you could say that for everything, though. You could say that for beginning.
Exactly. So the end of a book, right? Like, by adding "very" to it, you would think the last chapter, right?
Sure.
And in that case, the end would the very end would be the last page, whereas the end would be the last chapter. Okay. And by adding "very" to the words "the beginning," the very beginning is the very first, like the first words, right? Whereas the beginning is maybe the first few pages or the first chapter.
I'm gonna book you into the hospital.
By adding the word "very" to different points within something, we ruin the initial intention of that point.
Okay, I'm gonna
Anyways, that was my
up the mental hospital.
That was my episodely rant.
No, do not make these episodely rants a thing.
I'm gonna start writing down topics.
No,
that I think would make
oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a little jingle that you can edit in. Like, it's time for Noah's philosophical discussion.
No, I'm gonna cut it out. I'm just gonna cut it out. No one will hear it. We'll be driving down the highway, and then we'll be driving down the highway, and you will just disappear. No.
People need to hear my crackhead ideas. Okay.
Okay.
Also, are you gonna cut to you being in deep trouble on going miles down the highway in the opposite direction from what you need?
No.
And then you suddenly be perfectly fine?
Okay, whatever. All right. That's enough out of you. Genuinely, that's enough out of you.
That was my episode yap sesh. That's what I'm gonna call it.
The yap sesh. You're gonna call it a yap sesh.
Noah's yap sesh.
Okay. Unbelievable. What the heck is going on here? Whoa!
Hit them.
What is this?
Hit them.
Oh, guys, we gotta look. What in the...
What?
Wait, no. That added... Oh, that added time.
Dude, you need to...
Oh my god.
You should fuel up, honestly.
No, it's fine. We don't need that.
How many... Okay. At least this...
You're getting tired. You should find a place to rest. I don't wanna.
You're gonna crash.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna die, dude.
Okay, well, what sort of stuff are you... Okay, going back on topic from whatever your ramble just was, the yap sesh.
what was the topic before my yap sesh?
I actually don't. You genuinely caught me so off guard. I do not remember what we were talking about.
Yeah, you'll never know when it's time for Noah's yap sesh.
You're just gonna bring it up.
It's just, yeah, I'm just gonna bring it up
Okay.
at some random time in the episode, and you can play the little
Oh
jingle.
my
when it
god.
happens.
Oh my
So that
god.
at least
Okay.
the viewers will know when it happens, but you
I
will
won't.
always be
I'll just be caught off
surprised.
guard every time. Okay, sure. But what are you? Oh yeah, what are you planning after the next video that you're uploading?
I care not to
You don't want to spoil?
spoil it. Yeah.
Okay. You want to say how long and when your next
Yeah.
video comes
Yeah,
out?
yeah. So, Detective Guy
Use me as a
3
plug.
Detective Guy 3, the Y Theory is releasing on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Bats, link it in the description
Yeah, I
below.
will.
It is releasing this Friday. I don't know when this episode is coming out. Friday, December
probably come out
1st
sometime.
at 5 o'clock p.m. CST.
Okay.
It is a 26-minute long video.
I cannot believe you spent that long animating. I mean, that's like, that is an episode worth, like, of a TV show.
Yeah.
What is wrong with
it's
you?
By far my longest project yet,
And
and also by far my favorite project yet.
how long were
I
you?
don't-
And you were working on it. Also, I already know this fact, but just to like get it out there, you were working on this video. The 24 out of the 26 minutes you spent doing in how many weeks? You did 24 minutes in how many weeks?
Okay. Let me think about this. So there's about a minute and a half of credits slash small little recap at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna release a recap later after sometime this week after the recording.
Okay.
To get people prepared for it. Another little yap session of mine. But yeah, basically there's about 24 minutes of new original animation.
Wow.
And about 2 minutes of it is that really big scene that I created. That
Yeah.
you know,
I don't want you to spoil it, but
yeah. But that took about 25 hours to animate, and then the other 22 minutes of animation took about 50 hours to animate.
so what I was saying is how many weeks did it take you to do that 50 hours of animation?
I think I did it all in about 2 weeks.
That's ridiculous.
So
That's ridiculous. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
I was doing, because I had school and stuff, last week, I was only working on it for maybe an hour, two or 3 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I also had like homework and wanted to play games and stuff.
Yeah, school.
But then over the break, I had a lot more free time. So I was doing, 4-hour animation sessions, 5-hour animation sessions. I was doing a couple of like 4 hours a day.
Jeez, dude.
So like a total of 8 hours a day, maybe, or something. I don't know. I was doing a lot.
That's ridiculous.
I was being worked harder than a MAPPA employee.
I wouldn't go that far. They're being treated pretty poorly. Which,
Yeah,
by the way, I just want to point out, like, the last JJK episodes. I'm going to be a little bit of a nerd here for a second, but I don't care. Oh my goodness. Episodes, I think 16 and 17.
Yeah, because 16 and 17 were
Oh no, don't spoil it. But
yeah, 18.
What? That's a vile. I get fined for not sleeping. This is not realistic. Maybe it is.
You should find a place to rest.
I should actually. Well, we're almost at our destination.
You just ran a red light.
Ah! Guys, I promise I drive better in real life. Like, actually, this is not a reflection. But Um, yeah,
Yeah, no,
those
the
two
last
episodes were so good.
they were so good. Yeah, the second one in particular, episode 17. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend highly enough that you go watch it.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
Maybe watch it after you watch my video, because if you watch that one before my video, you will be sorely disappointed.
Well,
Uh,
but I feel like you'd be that way with a lot of projects, just in
yeah,
general.
just in general,
Is that a
yeah.
police siren? Probably not.
That was a police car.
Well, that's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
womp womp womp.
that's two animation. I highly recommend watching JJK. Just in general, love the show. Probably one of my favorite shows. Honestly, I do really enjoy it. That last episode.
Yeah. Well,
But
the
you know
one
what else you
before
should
the
watch? Detective Guy 3, because I'm in it, and I did some
on
voice acting.
on God. You should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I'm not okay. I'm not breaking any laws by not sleeping. I just want to point that out. But yeah, I'm super excited. So like, I haven't seen any of it. So next week when we record this, I will have seen all of it in its glory.
Yeah, we'll be able to get a review in of it and stuff.
You've got to be kidding me. It's right there. We're right there. We're right there. No. No, no,
Oh,
no.
you're right.
But yeah, I'm excited
Yeah,
for
no.
Detective Guy 3 to come out.
I'm really excited for people to see it. Well, yeah, just man. The also make sure you actually watch it all the way through, because the last scene is probably it is my favorite piece of arts that I've ever created.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like it is, yeah, it is truly my favorite animation, drawing, whatever have you that I've made in my life. It is exactly how I envisioned it being. And just yeah, man, I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, oh no. Yeah, we'll do this one. I'll park it and then we'll wrap up the episode as I'm parking it here. So, yeah, I think this was a good first episode. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments if you guys enjoyed it. What sort of topics should we cover next? Because I do want to see what you guys have in mind, and I'll do my best to get it covered. If you have any questions that you'd like to have us answer next time, another avoid sleeping violation, that's insane. Yeah, just
I also highly recommend we highly recommend you watch it. You watch this episode instead of listening.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get better about making sure that it is enjoyable to both listen to and watch. Okay, you don't need to yawn with the guy. Yeah, I want to make sure it's enjoyable to listen to and to like watch as well.
We're gonna have a guest host next time, helping us read some Am I the Assholes?
No, well,
Yeah.
we will, but we're gonna do. Yeah, I've
we're
got
gonna
some
do other
plans for some
things,
future
but-
episodes, but in the future, I'd love to get you guys' input. Okay, I'm just a bad driver today, guys. This is crazy. Oh, that was it. Whoa. Let me just stop. All right, cool. All right, well, that was a good drive. That was a good first episode. I did enjoy that. What do you think?
I thought that was very successful. I enjoyed being able to
Rant?
just yap a little bit, talk about the the my little animation process with the latest one and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for Detective Guy 3: The Y
Yeah.
Theory, releasing
I
on
will
Friday,
leave a link.
December 1st at 5:00 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I'll leave a link to the channel so you can go check it out.
You should visit our beautiful sponsor, the subscribe button, and also maybe even ring a little bell.
What the hell? Why are you actually good at that? What the hell?
I know.
Well, I guess it's probably because I disappeared for 2 years, but we'll save
Yeah.
that conversation for next. We'll talk about that next
Yeah, we
time.
can talk about that next time.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening, if that's what you did. Hope you enjoy the series going forward. I'm gonna try and keep it I think I should be able to keep it once a week, unless it's like a holiday or something, and then I'll.
Yeah, it's awesome that we're starting this like 3 weeks before Christmas break.
Yeah, that's tough, but yeah,
It's fine.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
This is one of the few projects that I really wanted to actually put effort in and change on the channel because I don't want to do just gaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.